What is up? Welcome. While you're watching this, I'm living my life in Japan. Sucks to suck. So today's Thursday. I just finished parent teacher interviews. I'm really tired, but I've got to make videos for you guys. I'm joined by my cat over there. She's sleeping on the bed. But what I'm going to do is I'm missing on two lessons, I believe, which is Wednesday, Thursday. We're going to go back to chapter 3. So, like I told you guys a few weeks ago, we'll go back to chapter 3, finish chapter 3 off, and then go back to chapter 7, just because chapter 3 is pretty easy. There's not much you need to be writing down. That's why I don't have my iPad connected. So, you just copy down a tiny bit, do the questions, which are pretty intuitive, and then done. So, I'll do 3.5 and 3.4, 3.5 in one video. You do watch the 3.4 section, answer the questions, watch the 3.5 section, answer the questions. If you're done, keep working in your bound reference and do some other work that you need to as well. So let's get started. So we're going back to surveying, questioning, all these types of ways of getting information from others. So we're still looking at statistics as a whole, but now we're looking at before we can actually find the IQR, find all the means, find the stuff, how we get to that point. So previously we looked at surveying, I think it is, or sampling, what sampling meant, what population meant, all that stuff. Now we're looking at questionnaires. So using questionnaires is one of the most common ways to collect information. I'm sure you can understand, or you probably know that anyway. I'm sure that you guys have done a survey or questionnaire in the past before, and possibly created one for different subjects as well. There are some criteria that makes a questionnaire or a survey good. So a good questionnaire, it uses simple language, has clear and precise questions, meets privacy requirements, such as not letting any random person access any type of information about you. So for instance, a good questionnaire should not be me asking the people on the street what their home address is. And a good questionnaire should be free from bias. So basically, it should sit in the middle. It should not favor any side of the questionnaire. That's all you need to write down for 3.4. So just the first, the 4 dot points and then 2 sentences above that. And I just want you to do these questions. And I'll do question 1 with you just so you kind of understand it. So question 1 says, Andrew has assigned a questionnaire to survey members about the entertainment that the United Football Club provides, including trips away. Read the questionnaire below, but do not answer the question. So Andrew works at a football club, and he's trying to get some information about the entertainment that they provide at the football club. So he's written a survey. It says, help us help you. Please answer this short questionnaire to help the United Football Club better serve you. Question 1, how old are you? Under 30, from 31 to 40, from 41 to 50, over 50 years old. 2, are you male or female? Male, female, prefer not to say. 3, which of the club's entertainment do you attend? 4, how often do you attend the following club activities? Concerts, films, dance nights, or trips away? 5, do you think that entertainment offered is reasonably priced? 6, should the club offer more types of entertainment? And if so, what should it offer? And question 7, are there any other comments you'd like to make about the club's entertainment program? So that's the questionnaire that we have. Let's see what the questions say. So question 1, the question says, there are some problems with the way this questionnaire has been designed and written. The first problem is that it has closed questions. So closed questions give a number of options for the answer. So for instance, if we look at question 1, there are only options for us to answer. We can't really choose our own. We can't write under 25. There's a set range of options for us to choose from. So that's a closed question. And then there's open-ended questions, which provide no options and require you to basically answer it on your own. So like question 5, do you think that entertainment offered is reasonably priced? There's no yes or no option. You write your own answer as you deem fit. So you might say, yes, the films are priced well, but the trips away are really expensive. That's an open-ended question. Now, question 1 says how many questions are closed, how many questions are open for question 2. So you can count and see which one's that. Question 3 is the one that I wanted to go through with you guys. So question 3 says, the first question about age has a problem with the options given. What ages has Andrew left out? Rewrite the options to the question to fix this error. So they're saying that there's a problem with the ages he's given. So Andrew said, how old are you? Under 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50, or over 50. So what's missing? Personally, I would say at a football club, you probably would get some people ranging from, I don't know, maybe 10 to 18 or 10 to 11 to 20 or 20 to 29, whatever it is. So I would say he's missing those options, because what ends up happening is if you just have an under 30-year-olds, they count literally under 30, so many people under 30. So you won't get a good grasp of how many of those people are from 21 to 30, from 10 to 20. So it just helps you get more specific answers. So if I would write this survey, what I would change is, instead of going from under 30 years old, I would put 21 to 30 years old. And before that, I'll do 11 to 20 years old. That way I'll find out how many people are under the age of 20, but then also how many sit between that 21 to 30-year-old range. Because the more specific answers I can get, the better I can make this. So yeah. With that, the questions I want you to do are questions, well, we've done 3. I want you to do question 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And that's that. When you're done, which, I mean, now you can stop the video and do those questions, but in the same video, I'm going to go through 3.5. So 3.5 looks at bias in questionnaires. So essentially what that means is, in questionnaires, like I said before, you want there to be no bias. So you want the people answering it to not feel like they have to go to one side of the question. So yeah, so the way a question is worded in a questionnaire can introduce bias. The wording of the questions can lead to people to a particular point of view. This can unfairly influence the way people answer the questions. So example 4 is related to that survey that you did in 3.4, and it says Andrew has written some questions to ask club members about its restaurant. Question A, how often do you eat at our fabulous restaurant? And question B says, rate your last meal. Excellent, yummy, or quite nice. In what way are these questions biased? Rewrite them so they're not biased. So, bias means you're making them choose a specific way. So for instance, in question A, we can see it says, how often do you eat at our fabulous restaurant? So we can see some bias because when Andrew was writing this, he said that restaurant's fabulous. So it's going to make the reader think that it's fabulous and have to go towards, wow, this restaurant's really fabulous. It doesn't leave it leaves a lot less room for someone to say, I don't eat it often, because yeah, it's a biased question. So it would be better to ask, how often do you eat at the restaurant? That way there's no emotions or any adjectives essentially involved with that. And that's how I would rewrite that. Question B says, rate your last meal, excellent, yummy, or quite nice. So you can see there in this question, there's no option to give a negative, there's no room to give a negative option. So excellent means you really enjoyed it, yummy means it was good, and quite nice means it's good as well. So if you didn't enjoy it, there's no option for you. So instead of that, you might say, rate your last meal, was it bad, average, or good? Or poor, average, and good. That way you're letting people on both sides answer. So if they had a bad experience, they can do bad or poor. If it was fine, they can do average. If it was good, they can do good. And that's how bias can affect things. And that's it. So for this one, I want you to do question 1. Question 1. That's it. Other than that, I should be back if you finish early to do some other work. But yeah, hope you had a good holiday, guys. Take care.